everyone. Welcome back to Kindle English Podcast. I'm Hazel.
And I'm Finn. Good to be back in your ears, wherever you're listening from. The bus, the gym, doing dishes. We see you.
Okay, Finn, quick question before we start. Have you ever been stuck in a conversation, just standing there, nodding, and inside your brain is screaming, how do I leave?
Oh, constantly. There's this specific panic where you've already said goodbye once, and somehow you're still standing in the same spot 10 minutes later.
That exact panic is today's topic. We've been having so much fun lately just picking apart these little everyday moments that nobody actually teaches you, and today it's the art of leaving a conversation without it feeling awkward, rude, or weirdly dramatic.
Basically, how to make a graceful exit instead of just backing away slowly like you're leaving a wild animal enclosure.
Exactly that image, yes. And honestly, if this is the kind of thing that's helpful, real English for real moments, hit subscribe because we do this every week and it genuinely helps more people find the show when you do.
It really does. Okay, Hazel, so where do we even start with this?
I think we start with why it's so hard in the first place. Because it's not really a language problem. It's a confidence problem that happens to need language.
Wait, unpack that a little.
Well, think about it. You know how to say, I have to go. That's grammatically fine. But saying it at the right moment in a way that doesn't sound cold or sudden, that's the actual skill.
Right, it's timing and tone, not vocabulary.
Exactly. And that's what we're doing today. Timing, tone, real phrases, and a couple of role plays so you can actually hear it in action, not just read it off a page somewhere. Okay, I'll go first. I once stood in a parking lot with my neighbor for 45 minutes because neither of us knew how to stop talking about garbage collection schedules. Garbage collection schedules. I know. It started as one sentence. Hey, did they change pickup day? And somehow became a small conference. See, that's such a real example though, because small talk has this gravity to it. Once you're in, there's no obvious exit sign.
Why do you think that is though? Like, psychologically?
I think most of us are taught to be polite by staying, so leaving feels like the impolite move, even when it's actually fine and expected.
I don't know if I totally agree with that. I think part of it is just we don't have the phrases ready. Like, your brain freezes because you don't have a script.
That's fair, actually. Maybe it's both, the social fear and the missing vocabulary working together.
A perfect storm of awkwardness.
Which is exactly why we're doing this episode. So here's a first phrase for you. When you want to end a conversation, one of the most natural things you can say is, I should let you go.
Wait, that one always confused me a bit. I should let you go? Like I'm releasing you from prison?
Kind of, yeah. It's a really common, gentle way to signal the conversation is ending, but it puts the focus on them, not you. Like you're being considerate of their time.
Oh, so it's not I need to leave, it's I don't want to keep you.
Exactly. And that phrase, I don't want to keep you, is another one people use constantly, especially in the US and Canada. It's warm, but it clearly signals, this is winding down.
So many polite ways to say, I want to leave now.
English has an entire toolbox for it, honestly.
Can I bring up something that happened to me last month? Because I think it shows the opposite problem. Someone who couldn't read that I wanted to leave.
Please, go on.
So I was at a bus stop, just waiting, and this guy started talking to me about his car. Completely normal at first. Engines, mileage, that kind of thing. But the bus came and went, and I still let it go because I didn't want to seem rude by cutting him off.
You let the bus leave?
I let the bus leave, Hazel, because I didn't have a phrase ready. My brain just kept circling, how do I say this without sounding cold?
That's such a relatable trap, though. Feeling like you have exactly two options, either stay forever or seem harsh, when really there's this whole middle space of phrases that let you leave and stay warm.
Which is, again, exactly why we're doing this episode. If past me had known I don't want to keep you, I'd have caught my bus.
Lesson learned the hard way.
Okay, before the exact phrases, can we talk about timing? Like, how do you even know when it's the right moment?
Good instinct to ask that first. There are a few signals. One is a natural pause. The conversation has a lull. Nobody's rushing to fill it. That's often a green light.
Right,
instead of forcing a new topic just to avoid silence.
Exactly. Another signal is when you've circled back to something you already said. If you notice you're repeating a point from earlier, that's usually a sign the conversation has run its course.
Oh, like when my uncle tells the same fishing story 3 times in one dinner?
A little bit like that, yes. And a third one, someone glances at their phone or their watch or the door. Not rude, just human. It's worth noticing rather than ignoring.
So basically, we should be paying attention instead of just waiting for our turn to talk.
Which honestly is good advice for conversation in general, not just endings.
Okay, here's a tip I want people to actually hear. One common mistake I used to make. I'd say, anyway, and then just keep talking for another 5 minutes.
Oh, that's such a real mistake. Anyway is supposed to be a signal. It tells the other person, we're wrapping up now. But if you don't follow it with an actual closing line, it does nothing.
Right, so the fix is pairing it with something concrete, like, anyway, I should get going, but this was great.
Exactly. Anyway opens the door. You still have to walk through it.
I'm going to think about that every time I say anyway now.
There's one more signal worth mentioning, actually. Energy level. If the conversation started animated and it's slowly gone flat, quieter, shorter answers, that's often the room telling you it's done, even if nobody said a word about it.
So you're reading tone, not just content.
Exactly. And I think a lot of learners focus so hard on finding the correct English phrase that they miss these nonverbal cues completely, even though the cues usually come first.
That's a good reminder, actually. The phrase is just the last 10%. The reading the room part is the other 90.
I'd agree with that split, yeah. Okay, let's get into the actual toolbox of phrases because I think this is what people came for.
The good stuff.
So we've already got, I should let you go, and I don't want to keep you. Add to that, I should get going, or the more casual, I've got to run.
Gotta run is so common. Nobody's actually running though.
Never. Nobody sprints away from a conversation. It's just the phrase.
What about something a little softer for when you're not in a rush at all? You just want to close things nicely.
That's where on that note comes in. Like, on that note, I think I'm going to head out. It ties your closing line to whatever was just said, so it feels connected, not sudden.
Ooh, I like that one. It sounds smooth.
It really is. And then there's make a move, as in, I should probably make a move, which is more common in the UK and Australia than in the US.
Wait, make a move sounds like something else entirely where I'm from.
Fair point. In a romantic context, it means something totally different. But in this context, it just means leave, head somewhere else. Context does a lot of work there.
Okay, let's actually practice this. I want to do the coffee shop scene.
Go for it. You're the customer, I'm the barista who also happens to know you a little.
Hey, good to see you. Busy morning?
So busy. But hey, it's always nice running into you. How's the new job going?
Honestly, exhausting, but good. I'd love to catch up properly sometime, but I actually should get going. I've got a call in 10 minutes.
Of course, don't let me hold you up. It was so good to see you, though.
You too. I'll ping you later this week and we'll actually make plans.
See what happened there? Nobody said goodbye and just walked off. There was warmth, a reason, and a soft promise. I'll ping you, which just means I'll message you.
Right. And catch up popped up too, meaning to talk properly and share news, not just small talk.
Exactly. Small human details like that are what make an exit feel graceful instead of abrupt.
Can we try one more version though? A slightly trickier one. What if the other person is the one who seems reluctant to end it?
Sure, let's try that. I'll be the reluctant one this time.
Hey, it was really nice running into you. Anyway, I should probably head out.
Oh, wait, actually, before you go, did I tell you about the trip I'm planning?
You didn't, and I really do want to hear about it. Let's grab coffee properly this week and you can tell me everything, but I actually need to run right now.
Oh, of course, that sounds great. Text me.
Will do. Talk soon.
That's such a useful pattern because you're not ignoring their new topic. You're acknowledging it, showing genuine interest, and then redirecting it to a future moment instead of engaging right now.
Right. It respects their enthusiasm without sacrificing your own timing.
Exactly. And that little redirect, let's talk about it properly next time, works in almost every version of this situation, whether it's a coffee shop, a party, or a work call.
Okay, I actually want to know, does this vary a lot by country? Like, is a British goodbye different from an American one?
Honestly, yes, quite a bit. A friend of mine who moved from Ohio to London told me the goodbye process there felt like it had extra steps.
Extra steps how?
She said in the UK, people often do this thing where they announce leaving multiple times before actually leaving. Like, right, I should probably head off, and then 10 more minutes of talking happens anyway.
That's so real though. It's like a countdown that keeps resetting.
Whereas in the US, especially in busier cities, people tend to be a bit more direct. Great seeing you, I've got to run, and then they actually go.
What about Australia? I feel like Australians are famously relaxed about everything.
Pretty relaxed, yeah. Lots of no worries and catch you later. Very casual, very low pressure. Nobody's offended if you keep it short.
And Canada?
Canada tends to blend a bit of both. Polite like the UK, but efficient like parts of the US. Lots of, sorry, I should let you go. Apologizing even when there's nothing to apologize for.
The famous Canadian sorry.
It shows up everywhere, even in goodbyes.
I actually think this is really interesting for our listeners in Japan and Korea too, since indirectness and ending things is such a familiar idea there. The long goodbye isn't some strange Western oddity. It's actually pretty close to home.
That's a great point, and I think it's reassuring, honestly. You're not learning some totally foreign social skill from scratch. You're mostly just learning new words for something you already understand instinctively.
Right. The instinct transfers, only the vocabulary needs updating.
Exactly. And for learners in Vietnam or India, where warmth and hospitality often mean encouraging someone to stay longer, the direct American style can feel almost jarring at first, like the person's rushing you.
So how should someone handle that feeling if a quick American-style goodbye catches them off guard?
Mostly just remember it's not personal. It's pace, not warmth level. A quick, great seeing you, gotta run, can come from someone who genuinely enjoyed the conversation, just as much as someone who lingered for 20 minutes saying goodbye.
Same warmth, different clock speed.
Exactly that.
Do you think one of these styles is just better?
I don't think so, no. I think it's more about matching the room you're in. If everyone's doing the long, multi-step goodbye, jumping straight to bye can feel a little cold, even if it's not meant that way.
Right. It's less about the correct way and more about reading the local rhythm.
Exactly. And that's actually a great life skill beyond just English.
I read somewhere that in some parts of the US, especially bigger cities like New York, people can end a conversation almost mid-sentence and it's completely normal. Nobody's offended.
I've heard similar things, yeah. City pace really does shape conversational habits. Compare that to somewhere slower paced, maybe smaller town Canada or rural Australia, where lingering a bit longer is actually the polite move, and rushing off might come across as cold.
So the correct amount of goodbye time is basically a moving target depending on geography.
Which sounds stressful, I know, but honestly the fix is simple. Just slightly mirror the pace of the person you're with. If they're doing the long multi-step goodbye, match it a little. If they're brisk, you can be brisk too.
Mirroring, not memorizing one fixed rule.
Exactly that. Okay, what about phone calls? Because in person, you have body language. You can glance at the door. On the phone, you've got nothing. True. So the language has to do more work. A classic one is, well, I'll let you go, but let's circle back to this next week.
Circle back. I hear that one a lot at work, actually.
It's very common in professional settings. It basically means we'll return to this topic later, almost like the conversation is a shape you're going to come around to again.
I like that image. A conversation as a circle.
Right? And for video calls, there's a specific little dance people do. Someone says, okay, I think that's everything. And then there's this pause where everyone waits to see who ends the call.
The awkward video call pause. I feel that in my soul.
The fix is just naming it directly. All right, I'll let you go. Talk soon. And then actually clicking leave. Confidence helps a lot here, more than perfect grammar.
What if the call's dragging and you genuinely need to leave, but the other person keeps adding one more thing?
That's where a soft interruption works. Something like, before you go, quick thing, I actually need to jump to another call in 2 minutes, but let's finish this tomorrow.
Ooh, that's smooth. You're not cutting them off rudely, you're giving a reason and a next step.
Exactly. And that combination, reason plus next step, works almost everywhere, in almost any context.
Does the phrase, I'll let you go, ever sound strange on the phone though, since technically neither person is holding the other physically?
It's a fair question, but no, it's become so standard that nobody thinks about the literal meaning anymore. It's just understood as, this call is ending now, warmly. Language does that a lot, actually. Phrases keep working long after their literal picture stops making sense.
Like hang up when almost nobody actually hangs anything anymore.
Exactly like that.
What about work conversations specifically? Because that feels higher stakes somehow.
It does a little because you're managing a relationship you'll see again tomorrow. So the tone tends to be warm but efficient. Something like, "This has been really helpful. I'll let you get back to it, but I'll send a follow-up email."
So you're closing the conversation but opening a written thread.
Exactly, which reassures the other person that nothing's being dropped.
What if it's your manager though? Does that change things?
A little more deference usually. Something like, "I don't want to take up more of your time. I'll draft something and circle back."
There's circle back again.
It really does show up 2 or 3 times in any given office day.
What about hallway conversations? The ones where you're literally walking in opposite directions and trying to end things mid-stride.
Oh, that's a whole genre. Usually it's something quick like, "I'll let you get to your meeting, great chat," said while already turning slightly toward your own door.
The body language does half the talking there.
It really does. In professional settings, tone and posture carry almost as much meaning as the words themselves.
What about leaving a group conversation though? Like a team meeting that's technically over, but 3 people are still chatting near the door.
That's actually its own small skill, because you're not addressing one person, you're addressing a cluster. A simple line works well there, something like, "All right, I'll let you all get to it," said with a small wave. Works for a group the same way "I'll let you go" works one-on-one.
So the phrase just shifts from you to you all, basically.
Exactly. And honestly, in a group, you actually have a bit more freedom. You can slip out without a long individual goodbye to everyone, because the group naturally absorbs one person leaving more easily than a one-on-one conversation does.
So paradoxically, group goodbyes can be quicker than solo ones.
Often, yes. A nod, a small "catch you all later," and you're free.
Meanwhile, solo goodbyes need the whole formula we built earlier.
The full ceremony, yes.
Okay, I want to tell you about something that happened at a friend's birthday party a few months ago because it's such a perfect, painful example of this whole topic.
Go on.
So it's maybe 11 at night, the apartment's warm, there's music low in the background, and I'm talking to someone I just met. Nice guy. We'd been chatting for a solid hour about hiking trails of all things.
Very niche topic for an hour.
Extremely niche. But at some point, I realized my feet hurt, I'm tired, and I genuinely want to leave. But neither of us has said anything close to a closing line. We're just lingering.
Lingering. Like staying somewhere longer than you need to?
Exactly that. Staying past the natural point, kind of drifting in place.
Very poetic way to describe staying near a snack table.
Honestly accurate. So finally, I just said, "This has been so nice, but I think I'm gonna make a move. Long day tomorrow." And instantly, this relief washed over both our faces.
Because he'd probably been wanting to leave too.
Completely. That's the thing nobody tells you. Most of the time, both people are quietly waiting for permission to stop.
That's such a comforting way to think about it, actually. You're not ending something the other person's desperate to continue. You're often just giving both of you an exit ramp.
Exactly. And once you believe that, the fear drops a lot.
Did you actually leave right after, or did the goodbye itself take another 20 minutes?
No, it was actually quick. That's the funny part. Once I set the line, we hugged, he said it was so good to see you, I grabbed my coat off this huge pile by the door, and I was out in under 2 minutes.
So the fear of the ending was way bigger than the ending itself.
Almost always, honestly. The anticipation is the hard part. The actual exit is usually short, warm, and forgotten by everyone within the hour.
Meanwhile, my garbage scheduled neighbor and I are still recovering from our 45 minutes.
Someday, Finn. Someday you'll find the exit line.
All right, let's do another role play. This time, the video call scenario we mentioned earlier.
Perfect. I'll be the one dragging it out a little.
All right, I think that covers everything on my end.
Oh, actually, one more thing. Did you see that article about the new office policy?
I did. Quick thought on it. I think it's a good change, but I actually need to jump to another meeting in 2 minutes.
Oh, totally. No worries. Let's pick this up tomorrow.
Sounds good. Great talking to you. I'll let you go. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
See, I didn't just say I have to go and hang up mid-sentence. I acknowledged the new topic first, gave a real reason, and offered a next step.
Right, and that little sequence, acknowledge, reason, next step, warm goodbye, is honestly a formula you can use in almost any ending conversation, not just video calls.
Should we call it the exit formula?
Sure, let's call it that. The exit formula. 4 small pieces and suddenly leaving doesn't feel awkward at all.
Okay, here's a tricky situation. What if you disagree with something right as you're trying to leave? Do you just drop it?
Not necessarily, but you soften it. Instead of, no, that's wrong, something like, I actually see it a bit differently, but let's talk more next time.
Wait, isn't that just avoiding the disagreement though?
Not avoiding, postponing. You're honest that you disagree, but you're not starting a whole debate right as you're heading out the door.
Okay, that actually makes sense. It respects both the truth and the timing.
Exactly. And notice, I didn't say, no, you're wrong. I softened it with, I see it a bit differently. That's what keeps a disagreement friendly instead of sharp.
What if the other person keeps pushing though and won't let the topic go?
Then it's fine to be a little more direct. Something like, I hear you, but I really do need to head out. We can pick this up properly another time.
Firm, but not cold.
Exactly the balance you're going for.
What about changing your own mind mid-conversation? Like someone convinces you of something right as you're leaving.
Oh, that happens. A natural way to say it is, actually, that's changed my mind a bit. Let's talk more about it next time we catch up.
There's catch up again, doing its quiet work.
It really is one of the most useful little phrases in this whole topic.
What if you're just not sure what to say yet, and you need a second to think of your exit line?
That's where fillers help. Something like, let me think. Or, okay, so. Or just a small, well. These buy you a second or two without an awkward silence.
Or the classic, anyway, trailing off into nothing.
Which we already said needs a follow-up. But yes, it's a great starting filler.
I use actually a lot too, like a little door opener.
It works well. Actually, I should get going. Sounds more natural than just announcing it cold.
What about follow-up questions though? Because sometimes I want to keep the door open for a future conversation without committing to anything specific.
That's where something like, we should grab coffee sometime, right? Works nicely. It's light, it's not a firm plan, but it signals genuine interest in continuing the relationship.
The classic, we should hang out sometime, that may or may not ever happen.
Honestly, sometimes it's sincere, sometimes it's just social glue. Either way, it's a normal part of ending conversations warmly.
It's funny, this whole episode is really just small talk in reverse, isn't it? Usually, we teach people how to start small talk, and today, it's how to close it.
That's such a good way to frame it, actually. Small talk has an opening ritual and a closing ritual, and most courses only ever teach the opening half.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because openings feel more urgent to learn. You need them constantly, every single day. Endings feel optional, until you're standing in a parking lot for 45 minutes talking about garbage day.
Please stop bringing that up.
Never. It's too good.
Fair. Okay, one more filler I actually love. Well, look at the time. Even when nobody's actually looking at a clock.
Oh, that's such a classic. Slightly theatrical one. It works because everyone recognizes it as a light, almost playful signal. Nobody takes it literally, but everybody understands exactly what it means.
Right. It's less about the words and more about the shared understanding of the ritual.
Which honestly sums up this entire topic pretty well.
Okay, let's talk mistakes, because I think this is where learners get stuck the most.
Big one, ending too abruptly. Just saying bye out of nowhere with no transition. It can land as cold, even if that's not the intention at all.
Right. The fix is adding any small, warm phrase first. This was great, or so good catching up, before the actual goodbye.
Exactly. Another mistake, over-apologizing. Saying sorry 5 times because you need to leave. It actually makes the moment feel heavier, not lighter.
So instead of, sorry, I'm so sorry, I really have to go, sorry.
Just one clean line, I should get going, but this was really nice. Does the same job with way less weight.
What about the opposite mistake? Dragging it out because you're scared of seeming rude.
Also very common. The fix there is trusting the exit formula we built earlier. Acknowledge, reason, next step, warm goodbye. If all 4 are there, it's polite. You don't need extra padding.
I feel like I've made every single one of these mistakes at some point.
Honestly, most people have. That's exactly why this is worth practicing out loud, not just reading silently.
What about the mismatch between words and body language? Like saying I should get going, but then just standing there, not actually moving.
Oh, that's such a specific mistake, and it confuses people so much because the words say one thing and the body says another, and native listeners tend to trust the body language more.
So if you say I should get going, but you're still just standing there sipping your coffee, nobody believes you.
Nobody believes you at all. The fix is really simple though. Let your words and your movement happen close together. Say the line and actually start gathering your things, or take a small step back or reach for your bag. The physical signal backs up the verbal one.
So it's not just about having the right sentence, it's about the sentence and the action arriving almost at the same moment.
Exactly. And once those two line up, the goodbye reads as sincere instead of hesitant.
One more, actually, that's specific to texting. Just going silent. No goodbye at all. The conversation just stops.
Oh, the disappearing act. It happens constantly in messaging, and it can leave the other person wondering if something's wrong.
So what's the fix there, if you can't really say, I should let you go over text the same way?
A short closing line still works beautifully. Something like, gotta head out, talk later, or even just, okay, chat soon. It takes 2 seconds to type, and it gives the conversation a proper ending instead of a mysterious gap.
So even in texting, the exit formula survives, just shorter.
Exactly, just compressed. Reason and goodbye, minus the small talk.